Welcome back to the channel Rare Penny Coins. Today, we're diving into the surprising value behind a coin you might have in your pocket right now, the 2014 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This tiny coin might be worth way more than you think. Stay tuned to find out why. Show clips of people sorting through coins, checking their change. Most of us don't give a second thought to the pennies we find lying around, but certain pennies are turning out to be way more than just a single cent. The 2014 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is one of these coins, and today, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to find out if you have one that could be worth big money. Display a 2014 Lincoln penny with close-ups of the front, obverse, and back, reverse. First off, let's talk a bit about this 2014 penny. In 2014, the US Mint produced billions of these coins, so they're definitely not rare in the traditional sense. But here's the interesting part. The no mint mark version of this penny, made at the Philadelphia Mint, has certain features that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. Shows side-by-side comparison of a regular 2014 penny and one with noticeable errors or high grade. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone pay more than a cent for a penny? It comes down to two main factors: error varieties and condition. Some 2014 no-mint mark pennies have unique errors that make them highly collectible. These errors could include things like double die strikes, misaligned dies, or other minor mistakes in the minting process that make the coin unique. The most sought-after versions of the 2014 penny include error types like the double die on Lincoln's face or the reverse side. Another error collectors look for is the die crack, which appears as a small line or crack on the coin's surface due to a flaw in the minting die. These errors are quite subtle, so you may need a magnifying glass to spot them. Zoom in on a pristine, shiny 2014 penny. Even if your 2014 penny doesn't have any noticeable errors, don't give up hope. Condition can still make a huge difference. Coins in perfect, uncirculated condition, known as MS, mint state coins, can be worth much more. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that look like they just left the mint yesterday. Display a range of values from lower to higher end examples, e.g., 50 cents to hundreds of dollars. Alright, let's talk numbers. Most circulated 2014 pennies are only worth face value, but if you've got a high-grade example or one with a rare error, you could be looking at anywhere from $10 to over $100. And in some cases, rare errors in top condition have been known to go for hundreds, or even thousands at auction. Show tools like a magnifying glass, good lighting, and how to hold the coin. Want to know if your penny could be worth something? Start by examining it under good lighting with a magnifying glass. Look closely at Lincoln's face and along the edges for any unusual marks or doubling. Then, assess the overall condition. Scratches, dings, and discoloration will lower the value, so you're aiming for a coin that's as flawless as possible. Show websites like eBay, a coin grading service, and footage of a coin show. Once you've checked out your coin, you might be wondering where to sell it. Online marketplaces like eBay can be a good start, but for higher value coins, you may want to get your penny professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. This can boost the value and make it more appealing to serious collectors. You can also visit coin shows to see what collectors are offering in person. Shot of a few shiny 2014 pennies laid out with one being picked up. So there you have it. The 2014 no mint mark Lincoln penny might just be worth more than a cent if you know what to look for. Take a look through your change, and who knows, you might just find one of these hidden gems. Show viewer counting coins. Excited about potential finds. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on valuable coins, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments if you found any valuable coins in your own collection, and stay tuned for more treasure hunting tips. We're diving into one of the most mysterious pennies from the 1970s, the 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This unassuming coin might look like any other, but did you know it could be worth a small fortune? Let's get into what makes this coin so special and why collectors are willing to pay big bucks for it. First, let's talk a little about the history behind this coin. In 1973, the US Mint produced millions of pennies. Most of these coins were minted in Philadelphia, which is why you won't see a mint mark on them. While pennies from the Philadelphia Mint are usually common, some 1973 pennies have unique characteristics that make them valuable today. What's the secret? Well, it's all in the details. Certain 1973 pennies have what we call errors, such as double die errors, where parts of the coin's design are accidentally stamped twice. These errors aren't common, and collectors go crazy for them. So, how do you know if your 1973 penny is worth more than a cent? Let's go over some telltale signs. First, you'll want to check for any doubling on the words Liberty, or In God We Trust on the obverse side, or even on the date. If you see this doubling, you could have a double die error, which can skyrocket the coin's value. Next, look at the overall condition of the coin. The better the condition, the more it's worth. Coins graded at a high mint state, especially around MS65 or above, are highly desirable among collectors. Alright, let's get to the big question. How much is this 1973 penny really worth? In circulated condition, it's typically worth only a few cents. However, uncirculated coins, especially those with errors or graded in mint state, can be worth hundreds, sometimes even thousands of dollars. That's right. Some uncirculated 1973 pennies with double die errors have sold at auction for as high as $1,000. So, if you find a high-grade 1973 penny with an error, you might just have a small fortune on your hands. Wondering where you can find a 1973 no-mint mark penny like this? Start by checking your spare change, or consider visiting coin shops and estate sales. You never know when you'll come across one. And if you think you've found something special, make sure to get it authenticated and graded by a professional service, like the PCGS or NGC. Proper grading can make a huge difference in the value. So, there you have it, the incredible story behind the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Who knew that a little penny could be worth so much? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might have a hidden treasure in their pocket change. And let us know in the comments, have you found any valuable pennies in your collection? We're diving into a humble penny, the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, that might just make you some serious cash. Now you might be wondering, what's so special about a penny from 1981? Well, here's the scoop. This particular penny was minted in Philadelphia, and like most Philadelphia pennies, it has no mint mark. But if you come across one in nearly perfect condition, it could be worth a lot more than 1 cent. The 1981 Lincoln cent was part of the last series minted with copper before the US switched to the zinc-based penny in 1982. This means 1981 pennies have a higher intrinsic metal value, and collectors love them for their quality and historical significance. Now, condition is everything when it comes to value. Pennies from 1981 are only worth big money if they're in pristine condition. This means no scratches, no wear, and a full, sharp strike on both sides of the coin. Coins like this can receive a high mint state grade, and those in the best condition can fetch impressive prices at auction. So, how much are we talking here? Well, depending on the grade, some 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies have sold for hundreds of dollars. In top condition, they can even reach close to $1,000, which is pretty amazing for a penny you might just find lying around. Here's what to look for if you think you might have a valuable 1981 penny. First, check the coin for a clean, bold strike. Look closely at Lincoln's hair and the word Liberty. The clearer these details are, the better. Also, inspect for any signs of damage or discoloration, as even small flaws can lower its value. Grading plays a huge role here. Coins in lower grades might still be worth a few dollars to collectors, but it's those mint state 67 and higher grades that can bring the big bucks. A professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC, can give you a certified grade, which is a must if you're aiming for top dollar. So, should you be holding on to every 1981 penny you come across? Not necessarily. Only the ones in the highest grades will be worth significant money. But it's definitely worth checking your change because you never know what you might find. To recap, look for a 1981 Lincoln cent with no mint mark, inspect its condition, and consider getting it graded if it looks flawless. A top-grade 1981 penny could be a hidden treasure worth up to $1,000. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed learning about valuable pennies like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in your pocket change. We're talking about a penny you might have lying around, the 1970 60 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this little coin could be worth way more than its face value. Stick around to find out why it's worth money, how to spot a rare one, and what you need to know before cashing in. The 1970 60 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and it commemorates the 200th birthday of the United States. Although it was produced in large numbers, certain coins from this year stand out as valuable collector's items, selling for impressive amounts at auctions. So, what makes the 1970 60 penny valuable? It's not just age. Collectors look for specific qualities. Here's what makes this penny a keeper. 1. Coins in near-perfect condition, graded as MS-65 or higher, can bring in hundreds, even thousands of dollars. 2. Some 1970 60 pennies have rare errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, which increase their value significantly. Any noticeable mistake makes collectors pay extra attention. 3. Some 1970 60 pennies have a unique rainbow-like toning, which makes them visually appealing and collectible. To find a valuable 1970 60 penny, first check the coin's condition. Look for a shiny, smooth surface with minimal wear. Next, examine it under magnification for any unusual marks or minting errors, like double stamps on Liberty or 1976. Finally, check the D mint mark. Coins with a clear and well-struck D tend to be more desirable. Now, let's talk numbers. High-grade 1970 60 pennies without any visible flaws or with unique errors have recently sold for upwards of $500 to $1,000. Coins in less than perfect condition but with rare errors can still be worth anywhere from $50 to $300. Prices vary, so it's worth keeping an eye on the market. If you think you've got a valuable 1970 60 penny, take care of it. Handle it by the edges to avoid fingerprint damage, and store it in a protective coin case. This helps preserve its condition and potential value. Coins in top condition always fetch higher prices. So, could a 1970 60 penny be worth money? Absolutely. Check your change, go through your penny collection, and who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on spotting valuable coins. Thanks for watching channel. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny or if you'd like us to cover other valuable coins in future videos. Happy hunting, and remember, sometimes treasure is hiding right in your pocket. We're diving into a very specific penny you might have in your pocket change or even in an old coin jar, the 2007 D Lincoln penny. You'd be surprised to know that this common-looking coin could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. First, let's cover some basics. This penny was minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark you'll see just below the year 2007 on the front of the coin. This penny is part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series, one of the most collected coin series in U.S. history. Now you're probably wondering, what makes this coin worth more than face value? It all comes down to certain unique characteristics and rare errors. For instance, some of these pennies have been found with double die errors, where parts of the design appear double due to a mishap during the minting process. Errors like this can make coins highly collectible and increase their value dramatically. Other valuable errors on the 2007 D penny can include off-center strikes, die cracks, and even lamination errors, where parts of the metal layer peel away. These little flaws aren't common, but if you find one, you could be holding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Like any collectible, the condition of your coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. A well-preserved 2007 D penny with an error or a unique characteristic will fetch a much higher price if it's in excellent condition. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for pennies in higher grades, especially if they're error coins. So, if you find a 2007 Lincoln penny with any errors, make sure to handle it carefully and consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service. So, let's talk numbers. In recent auctions, certain error coins from the 2007 Lincoln penny series have sold for impressive amounts. Depending on the error and the condition, some of these coins have sold for anywhere from $50 to over $2,000. It all comes down to the specific error type, rarity, and the coin's grade. But even if your coin doesn't have an error, a well-preserved 2007 Lincoln penny in top-notch condition can still be worth a premium to collectors. Alright, now that you know what to look for, it's time to start hunting. Grab a magnifying glass and a good light, and carefully inspect every part of your penny. Look for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. Pay close attention to areas like Lincoln's face, the date, and the lettering. Another tip: check rolls of pennies from banks or even search through your pocket change. You never know what hidden gems you might find. And there you have it. The 2007 Lincoln penny, a coin that may seem ordinary but could hold incredible value in the right conditions. So, whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious about what's in your spare change, keep an eye out for this hidden treasure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more valuable coin insights. Drop a comment if you've ever found a valuable penny, or if you have any questions about coin collecting. We're talking about a coin that could make you some serious cash, the 1984 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. Stick around, because you might just have a fortune hiding right under your nose. So, what's the big deal about the 1984 penny? Well, while millions of pennies were minted that year, there's a unique version without a mint mark that collectors are going crazy for. Usually, a missing mint mark isn't enough to increase a coin's value on its own. But there's more to this story. Let's dive into what makes this penny truly valuable. The most important detail on the 1984 penny that adds to its value isn't the missing mint mark itself. It's a fascinating error called the double die. This doubling occurs during the minting process when there's a slight misalignment, causing the design to be duplicated slightly on the same coin. This doubling is usually found in certain details, like the date, 1984, or even the word liberty and in God we trust. Spotting these small double details is what can make this penny so valuable. So, how do you know if your 1984 penny is a rare double die error? Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and inspect these specific areas. First, look closely at Lincoln's ear. On the rare double die penny, it almost appears like he has an extra, faint ear behind the main one. Then, check the lettering of Liberty and In God We Trust. If you notice a doubling effect, congratulations, you might be holding on to a rare piece. Now let's talk money. If your penny shows these doubling errors, you're in luck. Depending on the coin's condition, known as the grade, this penny has sold anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars. That's right. A penny you might have in your pocket could fetch over $1,000 if it's in excellent condition and has this rare doubling error. High-grade examples have even gone for over $2,000 at auction. Of course, condition matters. Coins with little to no wear are valued much higher, so if your 1984 double-die penny looks nearly brand new, it could fetch a premium price. You can send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, which will grade your coin on a scale from 1 to 70. The closer your coin is to a perfect 70, the higher its value. Wondering how you might find one of these rare 1984 double-die pennies? You don't have to go far. Start by checking your spare change, or even ask family members to look in their old coin jars. The more you search, the better your chances of discovering a treasure. So there you have it. The 1984 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark and the double-die error is one you definitely don't want to overlook. Next time you find a 1984 penny, take a closer look. It might just be worth a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We're here to help you spot valuable coins and hidden treasures, so stay tuned for more. We're diving into an exciting coin that could be hiding in your change jar or tucked away in an old drawer, the 1965 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. Believe it or not, some of these pennies are worth way more than 1 cent. So, if you're into coin collecting or just curious, stick around to learn why this penny could be worth a small fortune. To start, let's talk about the history of this coin. In 1965, the U.S. Mint was facing a coin shortage. To help address this, they decided to stop putting mint marks on coins for a few years. That's why you won't find any mint mark on the 1965 penny, even if it was made in Philadelphia, where coins traditionally have no mark. But what makes this penny valuable? Well, it's all about condition, rarity, and even some errors that collectors love to hunt for. If you have a 1965 penny, there are a few things to look out for that could make it extra valuable. First, check the coin's condition. A coin that's been in circulation will usually show some wear and tear, but coins in near-perfect or uncirculated condition can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Next, look for any unusual details. Sometimes errors can slip through, like double die strikes or off-center printing, which can make the coin much more valuable. We'll cover some of these error types in a moment, so stay tuned. Coin errors are like jackpots for collectors. Here are some errors to look out for on your 1965 penny. This error happens when the die strikes the coin twice, creating a doubling effect on the letters or numbers. Look closely at the date or the words, Liberty and In God We Trust. If you spot any doubling, you may have a valuable error coin. Another valuable error is the off-center strike, where the image isn't perfectly centered on the coin. The more off-center it is, the more valuable it can be. Even 5% or 10% off-center can increase the coin's value significantly. Die cracks or cuds are another sought-after error. These look like raised lines or blobs on the surface of the coin, caused by cracks in the minting die. A 1965 penny with a prominent die crack or cud can be worth much more than face value. Alright, so how much is a 1965 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth? For a regular 1965 penny in circulated condition, it might only be worth a few cents to a few dollars. But if you have one in excellent condition, especially if it's uncirculated, it could be worth $50, $100, or even more. Coins with rare errors, like the ones we just discussed, have been known to fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Remember, the rarer the error and the better the condition, the more your coin could be worth. If you think you have a valuable 1965 penny, it might be worth getting it professionally graded. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, giving it a value rating from 1 to 70. Higher grades mean higher values, especially for coins in pristine, uncirculated condition. Just be sure to weigh the cost of grading against the potential value of your coin. Grading fees can range from $20 to $50. So it's usually worth it only for coins that you believe have significant value. So, there you have it, the mystery behind the 1965 no mint mark Lincoln penny. If you love coin collecting, keep an eye out for these hidden treasures. And even if you're new to collecting, checking your pocket change can be a fun and rewarding hobby. Remember, any coin has the potential to be a valuable piece of history, so keep your eyes peeled and handle your coins carefully. You never know when you might come across that one coin worth a small fortune. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos on valuable coins and hidden treasures. We're diving into a 1994 Lincoln penny that could be worth a small fortune, and you might just have one sitting in your pocket or penny jar right now. That's right. The 1994 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny has a surprising story that could make it worth more than you think. So stick around to find out how to spot these rare coins, what makes them valuable, and just how much money they're going for. First things first, let's talk about why a simple 1994 penny could be so valuable. The U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies that year. But within that massive production, a few coins ended up with unique characteristics that collectors are now willing to pay big bucks for. Some of these coins, especially those with no mint mark, have distinct qualities that make them stand out. Now, let's talk about the no mint mark penny. If you look closely at most coins, you'll see a little letter under the year. This is the mint mark, which tells us where the coin was produced. For example, D stands for Denver, and S for San Francisco. But if there's no letter, just the date, it means this coin was made in Philadelphia. This is common with Lincoln pennies, but in certain cases, the lack of a mint mark combined with specific errors or unique conditions can lead to huge value increases. Alright, so what makes the 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth so much? Let's break it down. Condition is key in coin collecting. The best ones are in mint or uncirculated condition. So, if you find a 1994 penny without any major scratches or wear and tear, that's already a good start. Coins in higher grades, especially those certified by coin grading companies, can fetch a premium price. Some 1994 pennies have unique errors. These might include double dies, where the image looks doubled, or die cracks, where you see fine lines that look like tiny fractures on the surface. Another common error is the off-center strike, where the image isn't perfectly centered. These errors can make the penny even more appealing to collectors, as they're rare and visually distinct. Lastly, 1994 no mint mark pennies in top condition are in demand. Collectors love to complete sets, and finding a near-perfect example of this coin can be tough, so they're willing to pay top dollar. Now for the big question, what could this penny be worth? While most 1994 pennies in average condition might only be worth face value, those in mint state can sell for $10 to $20, or even more. And if you have a coin with an error or in a really high grade, you could be looking at prices going up into the hundreds. In recent auctions, some 1994 no mint mark pennies have even fetched $500 or more. Not bad for a single cent. So, how do you know if your 1994 penny is a valuable one? Grab a magnifying glass and check for any unusual features. Pay close attention to the quality and any errors. You can also submit your penny to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. This can give it an official grade, which may increase its value significantly if it's in great condition. Who knew a single penny could be worth so much, right? Now it's time to check your change and see if you've been holding onto a small fortune. If you've enjoyed learning about the 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to channel name for more tips on valuable coins, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting, everyone! Let us know in the comments if you've found any valuable coins in your collection. We'd love to hear your stories.